everybody, it's Keisha here, and today I figured we would do a nice fun video on abs. It's been a while since I've done anything fitness. We're getting right into it. We're going to start out on our hands and knees, and we're going to start out with a cat-cow. So when you arch in your spine, you're going to inhale, and then when you exhale, you're going to curve your spine. So I'm inhaling as I arch, exhale as I curve. Just 3 times. Tuck the toes under, and then we're going right into a downward facing dog. Make sure that you're micro bending in your knees so that you are not overstretching your hamstrings, and pedal in your feet, breathing here. After a few breaths, you're going to hold it in place and just kind of hang out for a moment, waking up your shoulders, your legs, your back. Push back into child's pose. And breathe here for 1 moment as well. Today's session is not going to be totally yoga based, but there are a lot of things I'm pulling from today. We're going to next dive our chest forward, bending in the elbows, slide the chest down. The minute you push up, you're going to curve in your spine. Just 3 times of this, diving forward, lifting up, curve your spine, and sit back. This is just to wake up our body further. I believe very strongly in a really strong warm-up before doing anything in general. So you're going to come onto your butt and roll your shoulders down and lift up in your chest. Reach forward and then roll back down to the mat. Exhale as you reach forward, and then inhale as you lower your back down to the mat. Make sure that you're engaging your core muscles by pulling your stomach in towards your spine. Now today, everything I'm doing is literally 10. I just have a thing. I love even numbers. Makes it nice and simple. So everything we're doing is going to be 10 of them. If you would like more of a challenge, go ahead and add another 5 or another 10 to it. I'm a firm believer in making sure that it's actually doing something for you. So if you don't feel much of a challenge, definitely increase the number. So we're inhaling as we lower down and exhaling as we sit up. Once you're done, you're going to place your hands behind your knees, roll the shoulders back, lift in the chest, lean back, lean back, lean back, and then bring one foot and then the other up off the mat. Pulling your stomach in towards your spine, lifting in your heart. This is Navasana, boat pose, one of my favorites in yoga. It's also very similar to one that's done in Pilates. You want to make sure that your hip and shoulder to ear is all in line. That gives you a good sense that your alignment is in a safe and healthy place. And once you're done, you're going to count to 10 and lower your feet down to the mat. Place your hands on your knees. Inhale, bring your chest forward. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, bring your chest forward. Exhale, lean back. Few one more. Inhale forward and exhale back. Lowering all the way down to the mat. Stretching your body nice and long. Imagine your body's being pulled in opposite directions. It's just a nice way to lengthen your midsection. Arms are going to go overhead. Sit up, reach past your toes. This time the legs are going to be straight, and then roll down. That one was a little much like a little wake up for me. So I'm going to reach past my toes, straighten up in my spine, and then curl down 1 vertebra at a time. I'm going to slow it down a little bit here. So I'm going to reach, straighten out, and then there it is, curl down 1 vertebra at a time. So as I exhale, I'm going to sit up as exhale at the same time, and then inhale as I lower down. There's a few more. Exhale, reach past your toes. Inhale, lower down. Now, if you have tight hamstrings, don't force how far you go, okay? Just reach as far as you feel comfortable, where you feel a nice little stretch in your hamstrings, but nothing too crazy. We don't want to push it. Lower down. You might start inching off your mat. This happens to me every single time. And then I forget to straighten out sometimes too. So just keep that in mind, that when you reach, you're going to roll up, straighten out, and then curl your whole body down. One last. Reach, straighten out, lower down. Get yourself back on your mat. Stretch nice and long. Bring your knees into your chest. Hug them. Rock your weight right and left. And then bring your hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers, or just place them behind your head. Your choice. Pull your stomach in towards your spine. Legs are going to come up off the mat. Make sure your gaze is focusing on your belly button. Don't look up at the ceiling. You're going to lower your heel 1 at a time down to the floor, focusing on your belly button the entire time. Now, what tends to happen is, like gym world, we tend to look up at the ceiling, and the one thing I've experienced a lot with that is a very big strain in my neck. So I always am sure to focus on the belly button rather than the ceiling, because I don't need the additional strain for my neck. I don't think it's really safe or healthy for us to strain our necks in that way. I'm doing 10 of these. Notice that I am lowering from the hip joint, not from the knee. If you bend from the knee to get your heel to the floor, you're not doing anything. Okay, so make sure you're bending, you're lowering from the hip. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock your weight right and left. Breathing here. And then we're going right back into it, but this time we're going to lower both heels down to the mat and back up. So I'm inhaling as I lower my legs, exhaling as I bring them up. And I am moving a little fast here, so I would suggest even trying to do it a little slower, focusing on your belly button the entire time, lowering and lifting. I'm doing 10 of these. You can increase it if it's not enough. I actually personally like to do a bit more of these, but I want to keep it like accessible for everyone today. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock your weight right and left. And then place your feet onto your mat. Arms are going once again back behind your head. We do this a couple times today. Your legs are going to go out. We are going for old school, y'all. Old school. Bicycles. We cheating on our bicycles like a mofo. Your elbow needs to hit the floor and the other elbow needs to hit the knee. So you are propping your weight up onto that elbow that's on the ground and then getting the other elbow directly to the knee. Get it in there. Try not to cheat. So take it slow. Don't rush it. I am exhaling as I sit up, inhaling as I lower down. Now, once again, you could probably take this a little slower. I am going a little fast on this. Just habit, just so you can incorporate your breath with the movement a little more efficiently. And elbow to knee. Now, don't cheat, okay? 10 is 1 on each leg. Elbow to knee on the right, elbow to knee on the left. That is 1. So you're going to then bring your hands behind your head once again. The legs are going to go straight up to the ceiling. Make sure your legs are kind of squeezing together and you're going to lower and lift your legs. It's another variation of what we just did. And if this is too challenging for you, or if you have lower back issues, I would suggest to not do this one. Maybe try the one with the bent knee instead. And if it's still causing you any discomfort, I would just leave this one out altogether. It is not vital. There are plenty of other things we can do to strengthen our core. I do about 10 of these here. Rock my weight right and left. And then sit it all the way up. So from here, once again, revisiting. Hands behind the knees, shoulders rolled back, chest lifted, legs off the floor. Arms are going to this time go out nice and long. You can hold it right here and chill out, or you can straighten out your legs for more of a challenge. This is the full expression of Navasana, the full expression of the pose. It is definitely more challenging than having the knees bent, and you want to just make sure that everything is in line. The chest is still lifted, and the shoulders are drawn back and down. Count to 10 in your, to yourself, and then come on down. We're going to bring it back up again, as if we're doing the modified version. And then if you want more of a challenge, you can lower your upper body down, extending extending the arms overhead, and then crunching up. So I'm inhaling on the down, exhaling on the lift. Inhaling on the down, exhaling on the lift. Now this is definitely much more of a challenge. You can also do this with the legs straightened out, but for today, I figured we'd just go with the bent knee. It's the first time I'm doing an abs video. I figured we wouldn't go too buck wild. And it's a little bit of a challenge, so you want to make sure that you are breathing through it. And then we're going to do one more. Inhale, exhale, lift it up. Or I lied, it's one more after that. And then you're going to lower your feet down to the floor, grabbing behind the knees first. Lowering your feet down, rolling your body down to the mat. Rock your weight right and left. And that's pretty much it, you guys. You can fold over your legs, take a moment, take a breather, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.